What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and another V-Rising video. I'm sure in the game you've seen that there is a rat form that you can assume, but it is one of the bosses that you have to hunt. And if we look over here in the blood altar itself, you'll notice that each one of these enemies you can actually track their blood. However, the odd one out here is the putrid rat, which actually doesn't have any tracking. That's because you actually have to summon this enemy and then you'll be able to get access to the skill. Now, how to summon it? What you need to do is build a vermin nest, and then you'll notice the last one here, which requires Twilight Snapper, Fishbone, and Grave Dust, actually gives you the putrid rat, which it then summons, which is like a little boss fight that you have to fight. And then once you succeed in that, you're actually able to get this skill. Now, first things first, before we summon this rat boss and actually fight him, how do you get these three items? Now, let's start on the left with Twilight Snapper. Now, I was lucky enough, as you can see in my inventory down here at the bottom, I already have all of these items. Now, the main way for you to get fish, of course, is to do fishing. You get a fishing rod by building yourself a woodworking bench and then crafting a fishing pole. Then you simply go over to all the blue areas in the game, like here, here. There's tons of them. And then you'll find little fishing spots that you can fish, and it's a fishing mini game, very much like you see in almost every game that has fishing, like World of Warcraft, for example, where you throw the rod in and then you wait for the splash and then you pick it up. Now, the kind of fish that you get, at least in my opinion, and I haven't done a lot of fishing, seems to be fairly random. However, I'm sure that there's some kind of mechanic in play that whether you're fishing during the day or during night, which would mean that you would get different kinds of fish. Perhaps it's in the naming of it, so maybe, just maybe, Twilight Snapper means that you have to fish at night. However, I'm not sure about this because I got my Twilight Snapper the same way I got my fish bones. And that's just by doing all of the bosses in the starter area, which is Farbane Woods, and venturing into each one of these areas like the Banded Copper Mine, the Banded Armory, the Forgotten Cemetery, everywhere where you can get a ready access to chests. These chests often contain many other really useful crafting materials, but I found all my fishbone, all my Twilight Snappers in those chests. So perhaps you even have these items already, just checking the random discard pile that you have somewhere in your base. Now, that brings us to the last item that we need, and that is, of course, the Grave Dust. Now, coincidentally, right near where I started on the left side of the map. Of course, you can start on the right side as well. I made my base right here, and this desecrated graveyard here is an actual site that you can get Grave Dust. At least it's the closest one to me. Now, how you get this is there are necromancers in there that you can kill that have a random chance to drop this, but there are also chests, or more specifically, there's also tombs that you can open up in these graveyard areas that often have this item in it. I was able to get about 14 grave dust from 2 runs to this, so let's say 7 average per run, and you need 8 to be able to do this summon. So, you know, your mileage may vary, but it's going to take you, I think, a relatively short amount of time to assemble this. So once we have it, we're actually just going to dump these items in here, and we're going to go ahead and wait for un ratones to show up. So that's 20 seconds. As soon as he pops out, we're gonna have to fight him. We do have our minions standing by here as well to lend aid, and so I don't think this is gonna be too difficult, but you know, let's not count our rats before they've hatched, if you know what I mean. So it should be spawning anytime now. We can get cracking anytime now. And there's the putrid rat, and so let's get a little bit of a fight going here. It's a bit tough though. My current gear level is 30, so did he just murder? He just outright murdered my servant. Dude, I need to take him away from my horses. I don't need him murdering my horses just yet. Okay, so he is quite hectic.
A few moments later.
Okay, that was no fucking joke. That boss was not easy, but as you see, it is doable. Holy shit. That was fucking insane, but I'm super glad that I made it. And that is exactly how you get rat forms. So I hope that helps anybody that watched. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. It's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. And until next video, fucking cheers.
They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me.